here we go. Something crazy has happened. I don't know if anyone has seen the Chip and Dale movie. If you haven't, there are a couple cartoons, and there is another chipmunk in the Chip and Dale movie named Gadget, okay? It's not about Ugly Sonic. I'm not talking about Ugly Sonic. Is that in the movie, spoiler alert, if you care about spoilers for Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers, Gadget ends up marrying the Fly from the movie and having Fly chipmunk babies, okay? I learned about this from a writer named Ryan Broderick, I think, who I've been following for a while, and he has great tweets. So Ryan says in this tweet, here's the deal. 4chan has a board called /CO. It's for comics and cartoons. It's one of the older communities on the site, and I'd estimate about 60% of the content there is about being horny for various cartoon characters, okay? So now, listen, Gadget is from Rescue Rangers, and for a long time, people have been sexualizing this weird chipmunk character and have been obsessing over her, like very much so. And people lost their shit. By the way, I'm going to plug Garbage Day, which is Ryan's blog, I think, that he has, and I subscribe to it. You can like pay to... Oh, whoa, hey, whoa. You can pay to have a subscription, and he does this awesome thing where he writes like these different things going on the internet. I will link that below in the video. You should go check it out if you're thinking about subscribing. Here's one of the posts. It says, did they stop to consider for a second how this would affect her hordes of loyal fans? Of course not. They have no shame. They just pulled the rug out from under us. So this is a real thing. People are upset that this... Is she a mouse or a I thought she was a chipmunk, but I guess she's a yeah, she's a mouse. She's an anthropomorphic mouse. Did I say that right? I started doing a dive on this and I realized it's very much real. Look at this. Let me explain. Gadget was a character that represented the sexual awakening of an entire generation, and having her explicitly portrayed as being impregnated by a filthy insect that feeds off excrement with its maggot vermin abomination offspring is the equivalent of BMWF spam posting on this website. I don't know what that is. What is that? Black male, white female. So are they also racist? It is in fact Disney's way of imprinting demoralization, cuckoldry porn on an already disenfranchised millennials, and it is truly and nakedly evil. I will not give a single penny to them, and I refuse to watch this learned helplessness conditioning propaganda. Shame on Disney. What? Huh? He effed her. He infected her womb with his shit orbiting hand rubbing insect seed, and you know what? She loved it. She begged That's just what I found on Twitter. But then I went to 4chan, and it's that bad. You'd think it's not that bad, and it's that bad. Zipper was the dog / pet of the group. They turned her into the equivalent of either a dog effer and or a pedo. Huh? How, dude? It's a fly, and she's a mouse. It's not Zipper's fault Gadget wanted a Chad and Chip was too pussy to go all in. They're not real characters, though. You know, I don't get why they even bothered making Gadget in a relationship with anyone. Like, why turn her into a baby factory instead of a NASA scientist or astronaut or something? This is the annoying thing about movies, okay? You cannot make a comment about whether or not a movie is good or bad if you didn't see it. Unless it's Morbius. That's the one exception. Why do people try to have commentary on a movie that they have not seen yet? You don't even know. And also, what's wrong with her having kids? I suppose. Just seems weird. Like, yeah, I get they didn't want to pair her with Chip or Dale or keep her out of the movie, but they could have made her a career woman instead, and it would have worked just fine. Or it doesn't matter, because it's a cartoon, and she's allowed to have kids. Nobody mentions this so far, but she was barely in the movie and almost her entire appearance was just about Gadget / Zipper. I feel like if you're an actual fan of her and not just someone who masturbates to her, there's not much to like in the movie. She's a mouse, dude. She is a mouse. It's not the relationship between Gadget and Zipper that bothers me. It's the fact that their mutant kids are unholy hybrids that shouldn't exist. Call me when Jessica and Roger produce half rabbit, half human deformed abominations. No one cared when it was Donkey and the Dragon. Nobody cared. Nobody cared when it was Donkey and the Dragon, because back then we were all kids and we weren't jerking off to a dragon, okay? So all of a sudden people care now that they're jerking off to animals. Neither are degenerate at all, but they're not the exact same situation, even quality of films aside. If Zipper hadn't been a nonverbal character on the show and they just had a few normal talking Toon Flies and Toon Mice as kids, I don't think I would have blinked, to be honest. For example, just having Gadget and Jiminy Cricket dating, it's a cartoon for kids. This movie is PG, dog. I can't believe this, man. I'm looking at art of Gadget pregnant right now. Also, in the movie, they're actors who are in the show. The movie is about the actors themselves. So it's about not the real Chip and Dale or the real Gadget or the one from the TV show, but it's about how it's a show and this is them in real life. So the Fly, who doesn't talk, actually has a deep voice. He's played by like some guy that sounds like Morgan Freeman. He's not real though. So that's why they can do it. I love the movie, by the way. I thought the movie was so funny. I think it's hilarious. I'm trying to ignore it. Do you guys want to see the picture of Gadget pregnant? I'm not going to show it. Dude, I am reading some disgusting stuff on this website. This is the first time I've ever been on 4chan to look at this, and it's awful. It seems like there is a kind of a freak out over all of this stuff, you know? People are starting to get really, you know, there's a fight between people who are upset about it and then people who are like, how can you be upset about something like this? Like, look at this post on the top. I'm not even gonna read it. I can't believe this is real. This is like a gold mine of content though. Okay, you guys got to see it through my eyes. When I see something like this, my eyes turn into dollar signs. Okay, I don't care. Nobody seems to be acknowledging that this film was just flat out dog shit. It was a good movie. It was funny. And this is from someone who thought they were gonna hate it. I saw the trailer and I was like, this is gonna be the worst movie of the year. And I watched it and I gave it 4.5 stars out of 5 because I thought it was amazing. I thought it was very funny. This right here. This is it right here. Okay. Wow. Anyways,